want to talk to you guys about something that's been bugging me for a very long time. A year ago, I was playing Skyrim Special Edition on my Xbox, and I finally got into Markarth on my character. And when I went to do the House of Horrors quest, I noticed there's a lot of things about it that I didn't remember. It just seemed different. Um, the most notable thing was the fact that when I first played the game, in 2013, the original edition of the Xbox 360, I remember there was a journal you would find after going down the stairs into the bottom of the basement. And I also think in the old game, when I played it, the basement had water in it. Um, but in the journal, it was a journal of Molag Bal, and it was basically a journal with details of all the victims he had lured into the house and basically tortured and manipulated and caused suffering to and killed. And I distinctly remember reading one of the journals, and he talks about luring an orc down the stairs, basically making him trip down the stairs and breaking all of his legs and making him drown in like 2 inches of water for his entertainment. And when I did the House of Horrors quest in the special edition, there wasn't any of that, and I was very perplexed. So I went online because I thought that I had remembered it incorrectly. So I went online to look up the journal and see if maybe it was on a different quest, or maybe I'm remembering it incorrectly. And this has been bothering me for quite some time right now, and I was just sitting um, and thinking about it the other day, and it just came to me, and I was just like, yeah, I specifically remember doing the quest in 2013 and there being a journal of Molag Bal, and I can't find anything about it on the game anymore. And I called my friend and had this discussion about it, about the Mandela effect, and how I really remember that there was this part of the game. It's no longer in the game. It's even if you look at the old Skyrim compared to the special edition. I originally thought they just took it out of the special edition and changed the quest slightly. That's what I thought. And so it didn't really bother me at first, but once I started looking into it, it's nowhere on any of the Wikipedia or encyclopedias about Skyrim on the internet. So I called my friend and I told him about it, and he told me that was interesting because that he's really big Skyrim buff, and he told me that sounds like something Molag Bal would do, and he gave me his own Mandela effect story, which was a really common one. Was about the Bernstein Bears, and he says he's one of the people that specifically remembers his mom reading it to him, and it being the Bernstein Bears, not the Bernstein Bears with the Stein, the Stein instead of Stain. He's like, yeah, it was never the Bernstein Bears. It was always the Bernstein Bears. But for some reason, now, it's Stain instead of Stein. So, I just wanted to get everyone's thoughts on this. Does anyone have a similar experience happen? Did anyone remember what I remembered about finding the journal in the bottom of the basement of the house in the House of Horrors quest? The rest of the quests, some things seemed the same as I remember it, and some things like it seems kind of different. It's just like some things seem the same, like when you go and you bring the sacrifice to the altar to kill him with the mace. All that was the same, but like the actual haunting in the house seemed slightly different. I don't exactly remember what happened back in 2013 when I played it, when the game first came out, the original edition. But when I was playing this edition, I just noticed the actual haunting when you enter the house. It just seems different than I remember it. A lot of it just seems kind of like slightly different. And me not being able to find that journal when I know for a fact I remember reading the journal of Molag Bal, picking it up off the floor, and he's just talking about it. And it, I mean, I couldn't make it up. I really do remember doing this, And I just want to know if anyone has a similar experience with Skyrim or a similar experience with video games, or if you remember the journal that I'm talking about. So I just wanted to make this video to give my thoughts on it, and I'll link a description of the video of the current House of Horrors quest down below if anyone wants to go check it out. Thank you. Have a good day.